Alright, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And today was kind of a slow day. I mean, it was Wednesday, so it was a rest day. I didn't go to the gym. But instead, I woke up, kind of slept in today. Didn't wake up till like 7 o'clock, but woke up kind of late. Let's see, what did we do? Oh yeah. So I got up and I turned on my computer, and my browser opens up and it takes me to YouTube. And YouTube automatically opens when I open my browser. But I saw a video this morning. I was watching Trent Palmer, who's a pilot. He's kind of like, I was going to say a stunt pilot, but he's not a stunt pilot. He just flies like a sporty little aircraft. I don't know what it's called, but I saw his video at High Sierra Fly-In 2023, and basically it was just like he and a couple other pilots flew their planes out in the desert and landed them there, and then he had a bunch of people come in and they all camped there, and he said there was like 300 people there or something, all camping there, and him and his couple pilots went out flying in their planes, and he recorded them. He got a new camera on his wing, and it worked really good, and he was recording them, and they were flying, and they were doing these cool formations, and then a bunch of cool tricks and stuff, flying through the canyons in the desert. And anyways, it was so cool, and they saw the lunar eclipse, or the solar eclipse, while they were there, and then they all did the Mad Max sunset ride or whatever. I haven't seen Mad Max, but I'm assuming in the movie that they ride into the sunset. So everyone rode like motorcycles, razors, ATVs, one wheels, whatever they had, bicycles, into the sunset, and he recorded it from like a drone, and it was really cool. It was really cool looking, and of course he has a Raptor, and he was there with his Raptor in the trailer, and it was just really cool. And then that got me back into the aviation thing, which I'm still planning on doing. I've had a aviation medical scheduled for the middle of November. It's coming up here pretty quick. Still working on getting the medical records. I just need one more doctor to get back to me, and then which I need to get a week before my medical, so I can get an FAA number to give to the doctor's office, so then I can take the medical. And oh my gosh, you have to jump through so many hoops. It's kind of annoying, but it kind of got me thinking more about aviation. So now my mom actually had a pretty good idea, because I was thinking last night, shower thoughts, overthinking again, but because I was going to apply for some jobs that would be kind of cool and teach me some cool skills. But then I was thinking, I'm like, well, what am I trying to do? I was thinking, well, I want to get rich, right? So I'm thinking, and I remember the saying, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I'm like, well, what's a job where I can be around rich people? Because if you surround yourself with rich people, you're going to be the next rich person. If you surround yourself with alcoholics, you're going to be the next alcoholic. Surround yourself with, I don't know, bicycle riders, you're going to be the next bicycle rider. It's just how it works. Just like the saying, you're a product of your environment. Whatever environment you put yourself in is the environment that you're going to adapt to and accept and become. So I'm like, well, now I have a goal. Okay, I need to find something where I can interact with people and make a little bit of money and be around rich people. So I was trying to figure out, well, what can you do to be around rich people? And I was thinking, like, well, I guess some real estate agents, maybe a golf course, maybe like a fancy restaurant, but I don't know. And then my mom had a really good idea. I talked to her for a long time today. like a couple hours on the phone. And she said, well, why don't you just get a job at an airport? Then you surround yourself with pilots. Surround yourself with, I mean, they're not necessarily rich people, but if I go to a smaller airport that has maybe some charter flights coming in and out of, there might be some rich people and maybe some plane owners, which are usually kind of rich people that can afford planes. I mean, planes are surprisingly cheap. Like you can get a plane for between $30,000 and $60,000 for some of the lower end planes. But then there also are planes that are $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, like the planes with more horsepower and stuff. And then you get into the jets that are like in the millions and stuff. And then there's no ceiling on how much you can spend on a plane. But it was kind of surprising because we were kind of looking at that too. And I'm like, that's a really good idea. Maybe I will go and get a job at a airport down there. At the airport. Then I'll be down there. And she's like, well, you'll be down there. You can work. And then when you're not working, just go over to the airport and take your lessons and just spend all day down there. Go to the gym down there because I have 24-hour fitness membership and they have a ton down there. Because at first I was complaining about the commute, and I'm like, I enjoy commuting, but if I had to drive an hour down there and an hour back every day, that would basically be my gym time. And she's like, well, just go to the gym down there. And I'm like, I didn't even think about that. That was a really good idea. So I'm like, now we're kind of thinking. Because I was going to apply for U-Haul last night. I had the application halfway filled out. But I didn't do it because what was there? It was like asking what hours you're available on certain days. And I was going to figure out what I was going to put for that. And I never ended up finishing it. But so now I'm thinking, now we have a plan, because aviation has always been the thing that I've wanted to do. And even my mom asked me today, she's like, well, what do you really want to do? I'm like, well, I really want to make a lot of money, and I don't really care how I do it, but if I had to pick what I want to do, I would pick flying. Probably every day of the week, because I think flying is so cool. It's such a cool thing. It's such a cool feeling to be in the air. I mean, the views from up there, just nothing, there's no problems in the sky. Like you forget everything. Just like riding a motorcycle. Like, it's just all sitting behind you. You're not focused on it. You're just there, operating this machine, looking at these amazing things. It's like, that's what I want to do. But the only problem with that is it's very difficult to become rich from just flying alone. So I have to figure some stuff out to maybe use it as a business and see how that goes. And then we started looking at a bunch of things, like doing some more research and ground schools and yeah. But anyways, that's what we did today. And I put a table saw together, which I might have some more information on very soon, depending on how some things go. Still waiting to hear from some attorneys. But yeah, that might be cool coming up. And then I talked to my friend Brandon today, and I haven't talked to him in a while. He is so cool to talk to, though. Talked about a bunch of things. And yeah, made a smoothie. Talked to my grandma, which was cool. Had dinner, had some pretty good dinner. And forgot I had Olive Garden in the fridge from yesterday, of course. And then we're here. So, what did I learn today? Man. I was going to say that you should just focus on the big picture, but, well, I guess I learned that that patience is pretty cool, because patience is a good thing to have. Because if you have patience, good things come with time. When you're not rushing things, good things happen. Just like me remembering that this flying stuff exists. So it's a good thing I didn't apply for U-Haul, because if I did get it, they would have had to sponsor me for my commercial driver's license, and then I would have most likely had to sign a contract to work for them for a year in order for them to pay for the sponsorship of my license, which wouldn't have worked too well with flying. But this way, I should have more time to fly, and it's a much better plan. I think I feel a lot more comfortable doing this, because then everything has a reason. When things have a reason, you have a reason to do them, and they get done. So that's gonna wrap it up. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Thanks for watching.